Without further ado or commercial for the list of spiritual practices, I want to introduce you to Ginny Mikita. Ginny is an attorney who has practiced and taught animal law since 1991. Prior to opening her own firm in West Michigan in 2000, she served as the in-house counsel at Farm Animal Rights Movement, PETA, and the Animal Legal Defense Fund. I guess that makes you a super lawyer, Ginny. Ginny is the founder of Animal Blessings, a nonprofit organization dedicated to honoring the sacred worth of all animals, from companion animals with whom we share our lives to captive animals exploited by humans for food and clothing and entertainment, and wild animals who are hunted or at risk of extinction. So that makes you a super spiritual person too, Ginny, I think. She is currently enrolled in her second year at One Spirit Interfaith Interspiritual Seminary, as well as the Compassion Consortium's Animal Chaplaincy Training Program. So come June, she's going to be a force to be reckoned with, an interfaith, interspiritual minister, and an animal chaplain, although she's already engaged and has been for quite some time in animal chaplaincy. So Ginny, I'm going to hand the floor over to you. I'm also going to put into the chat for folks who are collecting links today. Ginny's website is animalblessings.love. Lots of great information there as well. All right, Ginny, over to you.
Thank you so much for inviting me to join you today. Sarah's invitation coincided with deer hunting season here in Michigan, which thankfully ends this Thursday, but not before allowing all of us in Michigan to bear witness to the sounds of gunshots permeating the air and sights of dead deer draped over cars, hanging out of trunks in the backs of pickups. I compiled a few facts to ground this meditation because I was interested in them, and I thought you might be as well. Each year in the United States, 6 million deer are killed across the country. 364,000 of those are here in Michigan. About 1.5 million human deer accidents occur. And I couldn't find statistics about how many deer are killed or injured, but I did find that 200 humans and 10,000 injuries occur each year. Most of those occur during hunting season, which is also the mating season for white-tailed deer here in Michigan. A few interesting Michigan laws. Hunters can kill up to 10 antlerless deer, which include does and fawns. The minimum age to hunt was eliminated 10 years ago, and for $7.50, a child can kill a deer in what is a program called a mentored youth program. Blind hunters are permitted to hunt in Michigan. They use a laser sight used by military and law enforcement agencies to do that. Hunters are not permitted to chase a wounded deer onto private property. That is breaking the law. And finally, November 15th, which is opening day here, is called Deer Day or Christmas Day for hunters. And many of our 83 county school districts are closed to ensure that children don't miss the hunt. As you might suspect, for folks like you and me, these 2 weeks are hell. And while a modified loving kindness meditation is desperately needed, it's interesting when Sarah mentioned she was in the Galapagos Islands on Thanksgiving of last year. I actually managed to be in the same place on opening day. And so I missed it last year and forgot just how horrible it is until I was here this year for it. So what I'd like to do now is, Phil, if you could put the picture up for me, the photo. Thank you. Now I invite you to close your eyes. Sit comfortably with your feet flat on the floor and your spine straight. Relax your whole body and bring your awareness inward. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now visualize the facts that I just shared with you, the horrifying facts. Imagine them being placed on a piece of dissolving paper. And now imagine dropping that piece of paper into a bowl of life-giving water made holy by its very existence, and then gently pouring the water and those facts at the base of your favorite tree. Now you may continue with your eyes closed or gently open them and gaze softly at the image on your screen as you listen with your hearts to these words. May deer near and far, born in freedom and in captivity, be safe and protected from inner and outer harm. May deer be free of living in fear of human beings. May deer who are mourning their loved ones who have been injured or killed have their grief softened. May the deer find solace in the trees that bathe their breath and the meadows and forests that embrace them. May deer near and far experience ease of well-being and peace. May hunters who support the violent killing of deer have their minds, hearts, and souls awakened and transformed by wisdom and compassion for the deer and all sentient beings. And may we, those present together on this call today, find forgiveness and peace nestled in our anger and grief. And may compassion and love encircle all the earth and beings of the wilderness, human and non-human, those who hunt and those who do not. May it be so.
Ginny, may it be so. Thank you so much for offering this practice, and we'll make sure that we have this up on that list on YouTube, because I feel like some of us may want to do this practice quite often over the next few weeks and when other seasons arise.